there, I am Nicole Reynolds of Nicole Reynolds Mortgages, and I'm here today with Tina Roberts, who is a local real estate agent and is going to talk about real estate today. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Nicole.
Nice to have you.
Thank you so much.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself for the viewers right now?
Thank you, Nicole. So a little bit about me. I have been a local realtor with the Live Well Group at Remax Escarpment for 25 years. I actually started out when I was on mat leave, and I had my in-laws. They were going to be moving back to Ontario, and they had a week to find a house, so I was in charge of finding a house for them, and I found the whole process amazing. Right from the get-go, the realtor took me out, showed me houses, and I helped with the offer. I helped actually from beginning to end, and I loved every second from that point on. After they purchased the house, I got my real estate license. So it's been 25 years in the making. Yeah, and you know, it's crazy because I still have the exact same passion for the industry that I did that day, that first day when I went out. So it's still exciting to me even now, and I love it. I can't imagine doing anything else.
And that's what you want in a real estate agent, somebody who's passionate and lives that passion every single day.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about how real estate has changed over the years.
Oh boy, it's it's so different now because I used to have to drive around with a bag of quarters in my car because my huge pager that was on my hip, it would go off and I would have to find the closest phone booth.
Right.
And
wow.
So I always had to have a bag of quarters in my car, which is just hilarious.
Crazy to me now.
Yeah, it's totally crazy to have a phone in the car.
Yeah.
So I know. Some of the other changes is that the public has much more access to information than they ever did. Us realtors back in the day, we had to wait until 4 o'clock every day, and that's when all the new listings came in, and we would sit with our list of buyers and we would have our list of houses and try and match them up and see, okay, is this going to work for this client? Is this going to work for this client? So it was a lot more intense. The other thing is writing offers, okay? I used to handwrite all my offers, and of course every person had to have their own written copy. So I had to write like 6 offers, sometimes in Tim Hortons, sometimes on the hood of my car even. I've written offers on that. So you had to have a page with all your clauses and everything. It was a lot harder, actually. The other thing is trying to drive around with written directions to get to every house that I used to have to tape up to my dashboard so that I could find the houses. And then, you know, nowadays we have GPS, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's
really
amazing.
helped. Yeah, so those are some of the changes.
Technology.
Yes, all of it.
So Tina, tell me, what do you like about being a realtor, and are there any cons to this particular career?
I'd have to say that the thing that I love most about being a realtor is that my environment changes every single day. I never have the same day twice. There's never the same houses. So basically I'd have to say that you have to be a person that can self-organize. Very important because, as I said, you don't have a routine. It is good to set some kind of a routine in that you set aside a time for calls, you set aside times, but to be honest, that has to be very fluid because you are working around everyone else's schedule. So definitely that's kind of one of the most important things. The other thing is you have to be a people person. because I am meeting all different types of people every day, you have to basically be able to adjust to each personality. And that is a skill, because if you have your own ideas and you're trying to put your own ideas on certain people, it's not going to work. So finding compatibility is always key. The other thing I think for con would be that your life is not your own. I get calls all times of the day. People ask me questions. It'll be 11:30 at night. A question will come in. I see it and I feel that I have to answer. So I would say that your life is never your own from that point. And also you have to be extremely organized in your finances. Getting into the business, you need to have about 6 months of income, because you might not get a paycheck for 6 months. So this is a 100% commission career. So you have to be really, really good with your money. So for certain people, this career is not going to work for them. But I've been lucky, and I really, even the cons are still nothing that I would say, okay, I can't handle this anymore. So it's part of the job.
That's right.
It's part of the career. There's pros and cons to every career, though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about your process for selling a home.
Okay. Well, the first thing that I like to do is I like to sit down with the sellers and we go over a comparable market analysis, which gives you an idea of other homes that have sold or for sale right now in the area of where your home is. That way it kind of gives you an idea of what your home is worth and what we're shooting for. The second thing that we would do is we set up to have a professional cleaner come in and clean your home once you're close to being ready. And we also have a stager come in. The stager will visit twice. The first is to do a consultation to give you an idea of what to do, because I don't want you to spend time doing things that are going to waste time. I'd rather have you focus on what needs to be done in order for your house to show the best.
Right.
So the stager comes in, she meets with you, goes through all that. After that, we set a date of when we're going to launch. Before that date, the stager will come in and stage your home. It's beautiful. My clients are always amazed when they come back or they see the pictures. They're like, wow, we didn't know our house could look this amazing. So it's so exciting for them, and I love that part when they first walk in and see it.
For sure.
It's amazing. After that, we have photography. So we have professional video, we have professional floor plans, professional photos, and we also do drone shots where it's applicable, because there's rules and regulations on the drone. So those are the things that we do, and then once that's all ready to go, we launch, and it's a really exciting time.
For sure.
So that's pretty much the process.
That's great. That's a great process. So why don't we end with the craziest thing you've seen selling houses? Everybody wants to know.
Oh, yes. This is a question that I get all the time, actually. And so the craziest thing that I've ever seen is I was going to be showing a duplex. A duplex is where you have an upper unit or a lower unit, or you have side by side. So there are two different tenants in the duplex, and the agent kind of gave me a heads up. And so when I showed up with my clients, the upper unit, they said that he likes to collect things. So we went into the upper unit, and it turns out he likes to collect cats. So
my goodness.
There, I'm telling you, you could not take off your shoes, and pretty much you had to watch where you stepped. There were cats in the bathtub. There were cats in the sinks in the kitchen. There were cats on shelving. There was cats on furniture. There was cats everywhere. There had to be like 50 cats.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think they'd give you a heads up about collecting, that it was a live collection.
Absolutely. I had a collection on my clothes after.
Oh my goodness.
The other part of the duplex was also a collector, and she liked to collect dolls and magazines. So there was stacks of magazines all over. It almost looked like furniture. It was stacked like that. The other thing is the dolls, she had them clipped up to the walls so that they were all looking at you.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the craziest thing. And just so you know, we did call some animal protection agency after because
it just was a little dicey.
It was dicey and it was stinky.
Right.
I can't even tell you, I can't describe the smell to you, but they were all sharing litter boxes. So
that's crazy.
Yes,
that is crazy. I'm sure you've got a lot of other stories. But
yes,
we'll
that's
leave that
just
for
the
another day.
craziest
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much, Tina. I really appreciate it. And
Thank you.
if anybody has any real estate questions, please look up Tina, and she'll be happy to answer your questions.
All right.
Thank you.